the highest court in the land and that he ought to be ashamed of himself. And that you could see the senator looking very disheveled and, very sympathetic. And to begin with, he was very much kind of on the borderline. He had decided he would go ahead and vote for Kavanaugh, but this just kind of pushed him back in the other direction. So
well,
he said,
I saw that video. So that
yes.
to those that did not see the video,
Yeah.
it was really intense to the point where I couldn't watch it. I was just like, I mean, they literally think about
Block
when
the
you're watching a
elevator.
movie and somebody's trying to run away from somebody, and then they get in and they stop the elevator before the doors close. That's kind of what this looked like. And when I saw the video, it was the ladies in tears. They're almost yelling at him.
Yeah.
And it was a cameraman standing there, and then the guy just kind of standing like, wait, what's happening right now? It's kind of Punk. It's like one of those episodes of Punk where somebody's caught off guard. They're just kind of like, okay, is this really happening to me right now? That's what it looked like. It was a complete ambush, and
it was like a note to myself, there's no security in the White House. Just FYI. You can be followed to elevators, probably to the bathroom. That was just scary.
Yeah,
but it did enough that he was like, okay, you know what? Let's just postpone the vote until an investigation. So he actually demanded, and he refused to vote unless there was an FBI investigation. So now, instead of voting today, the FBI is beginning their investigation today. Investigating the claim, interviewing witnesses, and basically spending the entire week doing nothing but investigating, which is what Democrats called for and desperately wanted to happen.
Isn't that weird, though? Isn't that backwards? Shouldn't we have done this first before we got to trial?
Yeah, we should have. And there was calls for it. Democrats definitely wanted to have a full investigation. But again, the idea was, for a lot of people that the FBI can only investigate things that have a date or that have a location. And so, there's a lot of rebuttals to that because they said, you know what, we're going to have a testifying hearing. Dr. Ford's going to be here. She's going to tell us her whole story. Brett Kavanaugh's going to be here. So, let's just see what we can get from that. People thought that they were both very credible. So, I mean, a lot of people believe that Dr. Ford was very credible, especially a lot of Democrats, and a lot of people from the media basically said that she was just too credible to have been lying. And people believe that Kavanaugh was, some people believed he was credible. Other people believed he was just very angry, and they kind of felt like that worked against him and that he was a little bit less credible. So the investigation is probably going to be going on for the entire week. They're not investigating the claims from a third woman named Lisa Swetnick, who came out at the very, very last minute and said, oh, he's assaulted me too. Her lawyer, Michael Aventi, was on The View and has been on every major cable news network basically demanding that the White House listen to the claims of his client, and they won't.
Okay, so I guess my question is, this is the frustration about this is so ludicrous.
Mm-hmm.
Even the way the claim came about, to the way the process has been. How do we get to a hearing and the FBI hasn't done an investigation to say this should go through, this shouldn't go through?
Right.
At this point, what are you going to investigate? We've already done her recount of it.
They're going to interview, I guess, witnesses. So there's a list of witnesses that have been produced by Kavanaugh and by Ford that are all going to be interviewed, basically. Now, including Mark Judge. So the only actual witness that I think has any value is Mark Judge, who was in the room at the same time, supposedly. So this is the only person in my mind that we really need to talk to.
Has he made a statement at all anywhere?
He made a statement originally, and he said that he did not remember the incident at all. But he also had not been subpoenaed. So now he's been subpoenaed, and he's going to have to give
so what? Because
testimony.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
So because he's been subpoenaed, he's going to magically remember that night?
That's exactly what I'm saying. He said he had no recollection. He told people that. He's been harassed, repeatedly for it. So anyway, he's going to have to actually be subpoenaed and say under oath what happened, because both Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford said under oath what happened, and they were not on the same page. So now this third individual is going to be brought into it. Basically, over the weekend, it was a media spectacle. So Kellyanne Conway, I don't know if you're familiar with who she is. She's a spokesperson for the White House.
Oh, yeah. I vaguely saw that.
She revealed to Jake Tapper that she was a victim of sexual assault, which it flooded a lot of the headlines. And also, Rep. Maxine Waters has basically said the same thing.
That she was sexually assaulted?
Well, no, but that she believes that Brett Kavanaugh could have possibly done this because of his drinking. His drinking has kind of taken center stage.
Is he a drunk?
He drank beer in high school.
Okay, well.
And he was, according to Dr. Ford, he was very drunk and very aggressive. And they, I guess, interviewed someone from Yale. So this was later when Brett was in college, who said that he was a drinker. Like, could drink people under the table. And I'm thinking, beer? But anyway.
This is the gripe.
So now people said he's a drinker. 4 people have said that he was a drinker, with an exclamation point. And so now his drinking is being investigated. And Rep. Maxine Waters tweeted out this morning that she thinks that he should be seen actually for alcohol abuse, even if he did not commit any sort of a crime, felony or misdemeanor. Which is just crazy to me because I've been accused of the same thing, and I take it very personal. just because people cannot drink does not mean you're a drinker, and I stand by that. So
wait, so that means you taking down a couple of wine coolers and
it means
was enough to knock you over.
It means that someone else's opinion of you being a drinker is not necessarily fact. That's all it means. I'm trying to say. So
I feel like you should be investigated right now.
No, I think everybody should just be investigated. That's what I think. I mean, they're digging for his high school